So good morning, everyone. Welcome to this May 23rd meeting of the Office of Violence Prevention PSA Selection Committee. I will call the roll. I'll call this meeting in order and call the roll. We have Betty Wise, are you here?
Present.
Sarah Baker,
Present.
Donald Neese, not present. Christina Garmendia, also not present. We do have a quorum. Today's meeting is to discuss and review a proposal received from an organization called Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods through the Community Violence Intervention RFP for violence interruption services. Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods has been a group organization that has been working in this field for a long time. They have actually been working with and through a partner, the St. Louis Mental Health Board, to provide services, especially in the time when we transitioned from our cure violence contract to our current contract with Mission St. Louis for the peace. Oh my God, Show Me Peace program. Sorry. So Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods is providing shooting response, which they've currently been doing for a while. And what they do is respond to shootings and homicide scenes and reach out to families and victims if they don't contact them directly, or even if they do connect with them directly within 24 hours, to make sure that they can refer them to services. They also and gather intel and work with Show Me Peace to prevent retaliatory violence and future violence in these neighborhoods and communities. They are receiving support from the St. Louis Mental Health Board and Equal Justice USA, who has been providing technical assistance and capacity building support for many of the organizations that either are funded by the Office of Violence Prevention or are looking to receive funding. They do monthly regular check-ins with to case manage individuals who are victims or the families of victims or people impacted by shootings in the communities that they respond to. They also have in the past and will continue to host what are called healing events. They work with the Black Healers Collective to engage community residents in areas where there have been shootings and homicides, to help, heal the community and help promote peace and safety. Some of the things that really stood out are that they are all trained in emergency first aid, crisis intervention, victim service delivery, and case management. They do also make sure they take care of the health and wellness of their staff. So they do monthly healing spaces for their staff, and they're going to be holding yearly retreat. This work is really tough, so it's really important that the workforce is taken care of. And like I said, as I said before, MHB provided a lot of support, and they're committed to continuing their engagement with the organization through weekly meetings to help them with strategic vision, financial oversight, administrative support, and wellness support. So I will make a motion that we open discussion on the proposal submitted by Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods.
I'll second.
I'll call a roll. All, if you're in favor, I'll say aye. If not, say nay. Betty?
Aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
And I vote aye. So any questions, comments regarding the proposal?
Will, could you go over the service area just with all the funding that they are getting from other partners in the field? Are there increased areas that they're going to serve, or are we expanding the number of people served in those areas?
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked the question because they were receiving funding from MHB, but that is not going to continue. So this will be the funding that they receive to continue the work that I described. But this funding does allow them to add two people, a bookkeeper to help with invoicing and a case manager to help with the connections to services. So they already had the outreach people. They had four outreach people. Sorry, four outreach people.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to make note that Donald Neese has joined.
Okay, yes,
Donald,
yes, sorry, I tried, then I got booted, and then I got called down to payroll, and that had to come first.
no, I
So,
understand. I want
so
people to
now
get
I'm
paid.
back.
I
So I
want people to get
apologize.
paid. So I went over and we're just having discussion about the proposal. I did do an overview of what they were proposing. I guess really quickly, I'll repeat that this is an organization that, we've partnered with in conjunction with the Mental Health Board. In the past, they provided support for violence intervention, some violence interrupters, when we transitioned from cure violence to the current Show Me Peace model. They have been doing this work for a while, so they do respond to shooting and homicide scenes. They engage victims or anyone else who may be impacted. For victims and their families, they provide connections to services. They do follow up. They make sure they're connected to the people that they need to be connected to. They've done support for funerals. They also gather intel and support Show Me Peace in terms of preventing retaliatory violence or future violence. They do host healing events in communities, and I know of a couple they've done. They've participated in our peace walks. They do also do wellness and care for their staff. I talked about the training that the staff already has, emergency first aid, crisis intervention, victim service delivery, case management. And I talked about the fact that Mental Health Board provided a support letter and are going to continue to support them by meeting weekly. And I know they're still continuing to engage Equal Justice USA, who is supporting both our funded organizations and organizations that are seeking funding from us. So we're just in the, question, phase. So if you have any questions, Sarah just asked one about funding, and I did make it clear that they were receiving funding from MHB, but that funding will stop. So our funding will be what supports them, but they will also be adding, based on our funding, a bookkeeper to help with financing, invoices, and a case manager to help with those people they do connect to make sure they have more follow-up.
Okay.
But
All
any
right, great.
questions, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. The only thing because I read through all this stuff, the only thing I noticed is that their business license expires on May uh, on May 31st, 24.
Okay,
So,
so yeah, we'll have to, actually, I didn't notice that. I just read through it. And I thought they just received it, but obviously we have to make sure that's updated. Otherwise we can't send the contract forward to you guys. So
right, yeah, yeah. So yeah, everything. I mean, this is, unfortunately, it's a very important thing to have right now. Wish it wasn't, but it is. So,
yes, I agree, especially with the, unfortunate, I mean, just this last weekend and this week even.
yeah,
We got to find a way to stem the tide of this violence.
yeah, agree.
Um, but that's a good catch. Thank you. So I'll make sure we follow up. Betty, any questions from you?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's no further comment, I'll make a motion that we engage Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods in contract discussions and follow up on the business license to make sure that it is renewed before we forward any paperwork.
I'll second.
So I'll call the roll since we have Donald here now. All in favor, say anybody in favor say aye or nay. So Betty,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
Donald.
I
I vote aye. So we will move forward with the Safe Streets, Safe Neighborhoods. That's all we have today. We will keep our next meeting. We will have more stuff coming down the pike. I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
The objections to the previous roll. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
You
you too.
too.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.